Well, we needed to ensure that Forestry England has the capabilities to process seed and supply the nation's forests with high quality and resilient species going into the future. This replaces our Alice Holt facility, which is situated in Farnham. It was built in the 60s. There was nowhere else to go really as far as expansion. We needed a new facility to house the modern machinery that you can see in the background. We love it. The building's been named after Vernon Stockton, who was a long-standing employee of Forestry England. He did nearly 43 years of service. He was loved by everybody at PSS, and he's got a great history with lots and lots of people throughout the organisation. Really great bloke, and everybody misses him. And also got the seed lab, which is named after Corinne Baker. Corinne's still with us, thankfully. She was the previous seed manager for plant and seed supply down at Alice Holt. The main downstairs meeting room is named after a long-serving member of staff called Alan Garner, who was awarded an MBE for his services to forestry. Feeling the benefits of having the extractory on the site where the nurseries are. Because of geography, essentially, there's a smoother turnaround. If we need seeds cleaning a little bit further, and just being able to get the seed sooner, smaller tweaks to the programme can be made because there isn't such the sort of turnaround distance of having to ship seeds up and down the country. And there's obviously benefits to that with the there's less chance of something going wrong in transit and all those sort of things. So yeah, we settled in really quickly. It's a great building to work out of. It's built from wood beams, so essentially we are net zero. We've come through a rather hot summer, and the building management system's been able to keep the seed hall at a usable level. Not too hot. You don't want it sort of heat running away with you, especially if you're processing cones. You don't want that to be run out of control. But then obviously there's the office side of things, which has been maintained at a suitable temperature for people to sit and slave over a computer. So cones are delivered to site in sacks. Currently that's mostly conifer, and from the sacks they're then processed through the first machine, which is kind of a tumbling machine which filters out all the non-cone parts, bits of branch and twig and needle. From there they're spread out onto drying racks. They're then allowed to air dry for a number of weeks. Once they've opened to a satisfactory amount, they then get put into the kiln and dried further, so they open fully. So the seeds are then basically ready to be extracted from the next stage, which is the second tumbler. Cones will go through the second tumbler, hopefully detached from the cones, and then they're collected, kind of built up to a certain, a usable amount essentially, and then they're whisked off to the winging machine, where they get tumbled again inside the winging machine, which removes the parts of the seed which are unnecessary essentially and cause problems with the handling of them later down the line, like sowing and things like that. So once the wings are removed, they can go through the various processes to separate out the impurities and sometimes smaller seeds which aren't necessarily viable, to bring up the purity of the seed so there's less foreign bodies in it for further down the line. And then moisture content's checked if it's at the correct level, which is roughly about 8%. That's not a hard, fast rule, depends on the species, but around about that. Then we know that it's shelf stable and we can store it in the freezer. Most of the conifer species can be stored in the freezer, and then it's secure for quite a number of decades. We have seeds from 2004 which are still germinating at 80% now, so if it's done right, they're pretty shelf stable.